Up next on Line TV, we have all of your weather updates, an interesting story with Jacob Shoei all about esports.
And me, Marley Price, with all your local and national sports updates. All that and more, Line TV starts now.
Happy National Winnie the Pooh Day, Cersei High. Emily Tyler here.
And I'm Paige Reynolds. Let's slide right into those announcements.
If you've not already done so, be sure to buy your 2022 yearbook through Jostin's website or from Miss Cook.
Seniors, be sure to check Mrs. Roddy's Senior Class Schoolology to see the latest updates on scholarship info.
Feeling low or stressed out? If so, the Guidance Center will be hosting a support group for students with anxiety. If you're interested, speak to Ms. Givney in this Guidance Center for more details.
While we're on local news, I hear Jacob Shoei has some news about the Cersei esports team and their state tournament.
Rock on! I can't wait to hear about it. Fire away, Jacob.
Many sports within Cersei have had some very good seasons in the past, including sports like football, basketball, and baseball. But one sport in esports has been taking their game to another level.
I joined when I was a freshman, like first chance I could, pretty much, just because I heard it was a free chance to play video games. That was really why I did it, and then I got pretty invested.
Smash Bros has been very popular within esports for both new and old players.
Smash Bros is probably my favorite game in esports because I've been playing it for a long time. I probably know more about it than like most coaches, and so I was really excited when they added it.
It's probably the most fun, and it's probably the best I am at any of the other like sports in there. It's the most I enjoy, definitely, and I have a lot of fun doing it with the people in there as well. I think we did really well. I think we all did our best, and we made it to finals, so it was pretty good.
I think early on, like I knew they were going to be a good team. I knew they were going to make playoffs, but I didn't realize exactly how good they would be. But then as the season went on, there were other tough schools that they beat. There were some schools that ended up in like the top 15 that they beat 9-0, and I really realized we're definitely one of the top 5 teams at least.
While it was a journey to get to state, it didn't seem like a challenge to many involved with the team.
There were probably about 5 or 6 schools and all that I looked at that kind of worried me about like, oh, these might be able to compete with us. And when I looked at who we had to play in playoffs and stuff, and I knew that it was just really likely that they would make it. If I figured at least they were going to make it to semifinals.
With the season approaching fast, the team has the same goals while bringing in some new ones as well.
It's kind of useless if we don't enjoy it. If we don't have fun, then what's the point? So if we can, have some more fun, I'll obviously try our best and try and get as far as we can, but try our best, have some fun, usual stuff.
If we can get a lot of the same things going that we had last season, like a lot of people practiced a whole lot for that, I think we could definitely make it to state again.
With them having their goals set in place for this semester, be prepared to see them have another outstanding season this spring. Now back to Emily and Paige at the news desk.
That looks sick. Don't you think so, Paige?
Sorry, I guess I was AFK for a bit there.
Anyway, the Biden administration is attempting to pick up the pieces as Biden's popularity hits an astounding 33% approval rating. With only a third of the country approving of him, many are waiting to see how this will affect future attempts at legislation during the rest of his presidency.
The U.S. Justice Department has decided to use the money from assets seized from Equatorial Guinean Vice President Teodoro Ngama Albion Mangay to fund COVID-19 vaccines. The seized assets, including a considerable amount of Michael Jackson memorabilia, were allegedly gotten through corruption.
Last week, the U.S. Supreme Court shut down President Biden's vaccine mandate, citing the overreach that the rule would imply.
You know, Emily, it's been really chilly outside lately, and I was really looking forward to see snow, but we didn't get any.
I know, isn't it disappointing? Come on, Arkansas, it's winter. Get with the program already. Maybe Landon has some hope for us in that 5-day forecast.
I sure hope so.
Good morning, Searcy High School. Y'all know me as Weather Girl, but my friends call me Ashley. So today is January 19th. The high is 54, and the rains are at an 86% chance. The winds are headed east at 18 miles per hour. The humidity is at 90%, and your sun will rose at 7:13 a.m. On to tonight. So tonight you're going to have cloudy skies with a low of 19. The rains are at 24% chance. The winds are headed north-northeast at 11 miles per hour. The humidity is at 64%, and your sun will set at 5:22 p.m. On to the almanac. So the high for the last 7 days have been 49, and the low has been 30. The monthly average of precipitation has been 3.58 inches, and the month to date has been 4.71 inches. On to the 5cast. So Thursday, you're going to have a high of 30 with a low of 16 and a 94% chance of rain. Friday, you're going to have sunny skies with a high of 34 and a low of 17. Saturday, you're going to have a high of 43 and a low of 23. Sunday, you're going to have a high of 50 and a low of 29. And Monday, you're going to have sunny skies with a high of 52, a low of 42, and a 4% chance of rain. So it looks like we're going to dip into them lower temperatures, but then we're going to come back up and have some sunny days. Back to the news desk.
Well, I sure am hungry. Any idea what's for lunch?
I sure do. Today we'll be having lunch.
Ha ha. Very funny.
Sorry. Today we'll be having spaghetti and meatballs, dinner roll, turkey and cheese hoagie sandwich, baby carrots, baked beans, pineapple tidbits, Johnny Pops, cupcakes, and milk.
Thanks, Emily.
Well, it is once again time for our sports updates.
That it is. This time we have a special treat. Marley Price will be giving the sports today.
Epic! Give it your best shot, Marley.
Good to see you, Cersei. I'm Marley Price here to give you your sports updates going into this Wednesday morning. In local sports, both the boys and girls basketball teams had a game yesterday where they went on the road to take on the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. While we don't have the final scores of this matchup, we do have final scores of Friday's games where they took on the Marion Patriots here at home. The girls would lose their game by 30 points and would have a final score of 68 to 38, while the boys would keep a close game till the end when they would end up losing 56 to 51. Their next game will be this Thursday, where they'll head out to Jonesboro to take on the Hurricanes. The Cersei wrestling team has a match Thursday where Benton Hall will travel down to Lion Country for what seems to be an exciting match. In national news, the NFL playoffs officially kicked off this Saturday with some pretty exciting games happening alone in the wild card. It started with the Raiders heading out to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. The game would be dominated by Cincinnati all the way though, but the Raiders would make a faithful attempt to tie it on their final drive, but the nail would be put in the coffin when Derek Carr threw an interception to end the game with a final score of 26 to 19. This would be the Bengals' first playoff win in over 31 years, and they are thirsty for more as they head out to Nashville this weekend to take on the number 1 seeded Titans. The next noticeable game would be the San Francisco 49ers and Dallas Cowboys game in Arlington, Texas. This would be dominated by 49ers going into the fourth quarter leading 23-7, but the Cowboys decided that they weren't going out with a bang as they put up 10 points in the fourth quarter and would go on one more drive to win it when the clock ran out of time, ending the game with a score of 23-17. San Francisco will now have to travel to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers. The last noticeable game of the wild card is a division matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. What was thought by many to be a close-up match would end up being a one-sided game all the way through by the Rams as they were able to prevent the Cardinals to produce a point until the second half, where by then it would be too late for a comeback as the Rams would beat the Cardinals 34-11. For LA's next game, they'll have to travel to Tampa Bay to take on the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Buccaneers next Sunday, which looks to be one of the closest and most exciting matchups of the postseason. But only time will tell who will win. Well, Cersei, that's all the sports updates I have for you this week. I hope everyone has a great Wednesday. Now back to Emily and Paige at the news desk.
That was so exciting, and I can't wait to see how the Super Bowl shapes up this year.
Me too, though I'm usually in it for the commercials.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on Twitter at LionTV, Instagram at Cersei LionTV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Emily Tyler.
And I'm Paige Reynolds. Catch you Friday, Cersei High.